Hi, hello everyone. This is Danny with Skin Harmonics, the very first Medi-Holistic skin resurfacing product line and methods for correcting acne and sun damage and rosacea. So today I'm jumping on to deconstruct acne a little bit more. I did do an overview video about acne with some broad strokes, but I'm wanting to go in and just, specifically talk to some different points when it comes to acne. I just made one last week about what was it? Oh God, this is how these lives go, right? The one I made last time was about, oh right, this obsession with killing bacteria on our skin and how like that's this like huge thing within conventional acne thinking. And so this video is going to talk about, another myth about acne is that acne is caused by the buildup of extra skin cells that get stuck and glommed in with this excess oil, which I'm going to talk about next time. So there's this old idea around acne that it's this stickiness to the cells and how you have to exfoliate in order to break up and remove skin and decongest the skin. And there's just this exfoliation obsession when it comes to acne. And I get it because this used to be one of our only strategies. It's just outdated at this point because the glomming up in this exfoliation that acneic skin is said to have craves, and it does in a way. There's a nuance to it though. It causes like a lot of irritation on the skin. And it's just a symptom. It's not causing your acne. Like at the root, acne has to do with internal microbiome, which I know at this point, I think everybody knows about this. I think people know about this. Watch my first video or my video that I first made just specifically about acne a few weeks ago, where I talk to this, and it's like a broad strokes video where I talk specifically about microbiome. And I mean, the internet is just like flooded with this information now, which is fantastic. It's been a long time coming. So back to how there's this old belief that we have to exfoliate and scrape and scrub and like deglom and, get these sticky skin cells that are just like burdened with so much oil and gunk like off. We used to have to do that because dermal nutrients were not available back then. And it used to be that the only way to increase cell turnover is to over exfoliate our skin. And that's why this obsession is in place now. But this really cool news is there is something called patented topical dermal nutrients. And what that means is that it's a substance you can put on your skin. It actually goes all the way through our epidermis, travels through our epidermis, keeps going, and is released into our dermal layer where new skin cells are produced. And it is literally calories and food for our skin to make new skin cells, based on this profound absorption and metabolization of nutrients, topical nutrients. Now, this is a big game changer because now this means that we don't have to over exfoliate our skin to get it to make new skin cells. And over exfoliation is extremely problematic for multiple reasons. Number one, it's dehydrating. Throws our sebaceous gland production off. Number two, it's very irritating. Number three, it creates a huge vulnerability with sun sensitivity. Skin that doesn't have a natural acid mantle in place and it's irritated from scrubbing all the time is going to age faster. It just will. So instead of exfoliating to get our skin to make new skin cells, there's this application of dermal nutrients, which will get acneic skin and all skin making new skin cells without having to take that step backwards of overexfoliation. Now, our skin has energy to heal and it wants to heal. Our bodies want to heal. And if we can free up that energy by not sabotaging it, there's a lot of healing that can happen. So instead of our skin having to be over exercised, if you will, by having to like make more skin cells at the expense of the vitality and life of our dermal mattress, if it doesn't have to do that, if we can fortify our dermal mattress, support it in its productivity, we can preserve our dermal thickness, and we can create all of these new skin cells in the process. And this is super exciting because we can now holistically resurface our skin in a way that's not trauma-based and it's not chemical-based. So another way of addressing this symptom of acneic skin, of it having like little skin cells glomming together and the congestion that's in there, is by feeding our skin. And yes, exfoliating, but much less. Because again, something to understand about exfoliation is that it's just the scraping, mindless scraping of the skin. There's actual milia clusters and blackheads and pustules that are lodged in our skin. That requires professional extractions to remove. The vast majority of that cannot be removed by blind scrubbing and blind melting of chemical peels, certainly not by microneedling. So instead of having to like obsess about how we have to exfoliate acne, the new obsession is how can I correctly feed my skin, find my unique skin's appetite for dermal nutrients, and meet that appetite, adjust it when necessary so that I'm not inflaming my skin and I'm not boring my skin, and get my skin moving and completely resurfacing itself without having to focus on this like obsession of exfoliation, that looping. So instead of that, it's this understanding and knowing that now we have access to topical dermal nutrients that replaces that in a way that is way more productive. Now we can actually actively take that congestion that's in acne, and instead of sinking it, pushing it down where it never is released, it's just stored and causes problems long term, we can actively and on a realistic timeline push that congestion up and out. We can cleanse our skin truly, and we can balance it at the same time. So I'm kind of actually like pretty happy to be doing this video to specifically talk and deconstruct this one like old acne myth about how how acneic skin needs to be exfoliated. And it's like, well, maybe a little and in the right way, and that's something that I customize in my skincare programs for acne based on everybody's unique skin. And there's a better way. So check out Skin Harmonics. I have a book, I have a blog, I post daily, and I hope I get to meet you at some point. All right, bye for now.